coming up.
So if we go to for example, in 1094,
let's talk about it.
Right? It says that if you are in doubt, O Muhammad, about what we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture before you.
And who are those who read the scriptures?
The people of the book.
Who?
The Jews and the Christians.
That's wrong.
What's wrong?
According to our earliest exegetical works, Muqatil bin Sulaiman, Ibn Abbas, and Ibn Kathir, they clarify that those who read the scripture.
So they're Jews and Christians, right?
Who are Muslims.
It doesn't say that they're Muslims. They're Jews and Christians, correct?
No. Do you know Abdullah bin Salam?
Of course, he converted, right?
Okay, so he's a Muslim.
Yeah, but
who was a Jew.
Yeah, so he was exactly. So he was a Jew. We got Christians, right? So it says. So just 1 second. So the people who've been reading the scripture before Muhammad, who are they?
Abdullah bin Salam and other.
So these are Jews and Christians, correct?
No. At the time of the revelation, they were.
This video is for educational purposes only. We encourage Muslims and non-believers around the world to seek the truth with an open and honest heart. At the end of this video, leave your thoughts down in the comment section below. And don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe, and visit Sunday Speaker's Corner for more.
What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil? What's the Injil?
All right. So they want me to ask the question.
Yes.
All right.
What's the question,
So what do you think the Injil is?
The Injil is going to have a biblical definition. It can either refer to what was originally given to Jesus, or it can refer to what the Jews and the Christians had with them in the 7th century, aka the New Testament. We have no issue with that. Just give me a second. But before we move on to that, I want to discuss the Trinity first. Is that okay with you?
Injil first. Injil.
Okay.
Then we'll talk about Trinity.
That's fine. Okay. So the Quranic author gives two definitions for the Injil. Either what was revealed to Isa alayhi salam, or what the Jews and the Christians had with them in the 7th century. So we do a general confirmation of the New Testament by confirming generally what is true from there. And we use the Quran as a criterion, as is stated in chapter 20 of the Quran, verse 133, where it calls the Quran a bayyina, a clarification over the previous scriptures. And if we go to Tafsir ibn Kathir of the same exact verse, same exact chapter, it specifically mentions that bayyina is going to refer to the Quran correcting the mistakes in the biblical accounts and affirming the truth accounts of them. So that's going to be the Islamic answer for the Injil.
Okay, so you're saying the Injil is two things. The Injil is what Jesus was preaching orally.
Correct.
And then the Injil is also...
Look, this is the mic. We should put your mic.
So good.
We'll be cutting the audio.
Live, can we remove one mic?
Yeah.
This one? Right, put it here. Look.
All right.
There you go.
Okay.
Wait.
I just don't want to...
All this mic is not ours.
Let me go down here.
So you need some mic. Wait.
No, that is spoken over Jesus.
Let's resume. Just give me a second.
All right, so just for clarification, so the Injil is what Jesus was preaching orally, right?
Correct.
And then the New Testament that they had in Muhammad's time in the 7th
Correct.
century.
Yeah.
So what we have is the Injil
In a general sense.
In a general sense, okay.
Correct.
So the majority of what we have in the New Testament is the gospel, is the Injil.
In the sense where obviously we'd have to decipher what is historically accurate or not. When it comes to the initial Gospels, Mark obviously being the earliest, we have no issue of doing a general confirmation of the parables, of the teachings found in there. But yeah, so and we're also obviously going to use the Quran as a criterion, as I mentioned, chapter 20 of the Quran.
Where does the Quran say that you use the Quran to tell what the Injil is?
Yeah, so if you go to chapter 20 of the Quran, verse 133, bayyinatun means clarification over the previous scriptures.
All right, can we get that verse up?
Yeah, of course.
You said what? You said what verse is it? Oh, my phone's dead. Yes.
Yeah, some water.
I got some water for you. Oh, you got it?
Let me hold it for you.
Yeah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وقالوا لولا يأتنا بآية من ربه أو لم تأتهم بينة ما في الصحف الأولى. Right? And the specific word in Arabic used bayina.
English.
Yeah, they demand if only he could bring us a sign from his Lord. Have they not received a confirmation? But the same word can also mean a clarification of what is in the early scripture.
It says confirmation.
Right, but if we go into the tafsir.
Wait, what verse is this again?
Chapter 20 of the Quran, verse 100.
Bayina is a
20 verse 133.
manifestation of what they have.
And Ibn, yeah, just give me a second, guys. And Ibn Kathir,
I know you love me. I know.
Give me a second, brother.
I know you love me.
And Ibn Kathir mentions the same exact verse, same exact exact chapter. If we go into tafsir, anyone can open up. Right now he mentions, let's go to it. 1 second, let me put it up. All right.
2133, right?
Yeah, so, the Quran contains information about the people of the past that tells of their events from times long ago, and it agrees with the authentic information in the previous books concerning these matters. The Quran is supervisor over these books. It verifies what is correct and explains the mistakes that were falsely placed in them. So that specifically mentions how the Quranic author is aware of biblical details, many times edits biblical details, such as the account of Solomon, such as the account of Moses, account of Jesus, and directly omits them, which means that the Quranic author is aware of these details.
Okay, so just to be clear, so it says, and they say, why not has 2133, right?
Yeah.
Why not did he bring to us a sign from his Lord? When has not come to them evidence of what is in the scriptures of the former.
Correct.
So it says that what the Quran is bringing is evidence in their scriptures.
Yeah, but you're assuming that the word has a univocal meaning.
Why are you taking it to mean that it's like fixing it when it doesn't say that?
Because the earliest exegetical work, such as Ibn Kathir, clarifies what is meant by it.
So if I'm just confused. So if the Quran doesn't say that, now we can agree that the Quran doesn't say that it's coming as a clarification or fixing what is in the scripture.
If you assume a univocal meaning, then yes. But because it's equivocal, it's gonna have to be the case where it has an equivocal definition. And by the earliest understanding, we can match that meaning.
Okay, so if we go to for example, in 1094,
let's talk about it.
Right? It says that if you are in doubt, O Muhammad, about what we have revealed to you, then ask those who have been reading the scripture before you.
And who are those who read the scriptures, Logic?
The people of the book.
Who?
The Jews and the Christians.
That's wrong. That's incorrect. According to our earliest exegetical works, such as Muqatil bin Sulaiman, Ibn Abbas, and Ibn Kathir, they clarify that those who read the scriptures are those rabbis and Christians who were non-believers who became Muslims after they found after they found Muhammad in the scriptures.
So they're Jews and Christians, right?
Who are Muslim.
But it doesn't say that they're Muslim. They're Jews and Christians, correct?
No. Like, do you know Abdullah bin Salam?
Of course, he converted, right?
Okay, so he's a Muslim.
Yeah, but
he was Jewish.
Yeah, so he was exactly. So he was a Jew. We got Christians, right?
Because
so it says,
he found Muhammad.
So just 1 second. Yes. So the people who've been reading the scripture before Muhammad, who are they?
Abdullah bin Salam and other.
So these are Jews and Christians, correct?
No. At the time of the revelation, they were Jews and Christians who converted to Islam, and that's why. Just give me a second.
It doesn't say that.
Just give me a second, Logic. Who converted to Islam after and the verse was revealed on their account because after they became Muslim.
Why?
Because they saw Muhammad in the scriptures.
Okay, boom. So what's their source for making sure Muhammad was a true prophet?
The Old Testament.
Exactly. So it was the Old Testament that verified Muhammad's prophethood, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if he wasn't in their scriptures, they could have judged Muhammad as a false prophet, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So then what's the judge on Muhammad's prophethood? Is it the Quran or is it the previous scriptures?
Yeah, so because the statement in 1094 is going to be something known as a conditional impossibility, because the condition of Muhammad being in doubt, as for our narrations, is impossible, because the same narration that
No.
Just give me a second.
Okay, go ahead.
Just give me a second. The narration that we have states specifically.
Speak a little slower and clearer for me.
Yeah, the narration that we have specifically mentioned that Muhammad was never in doubt and he didn't go ask. That's what we have specifically.
We're not asking about that.
Just give me a second.
That's not the argument.
Let me land the point.
All right, go ahead.
Which means that 1094 is something known as a conditional impossibility to convey the message that Muhammad is in the scriptures. The reason we know this is because if I say, for example, if I had wings, I could fly. Obviously, I can't have wings, so I'm saying it because I'm conveying the message
but if you had
that
wings,
I can't
you could
fly. But it's impossible.
So
it can't happen.
Hold on a second.
Right.
So with your statement, you're communicating that if you had wings, you could fly, right?
Correct.
So you're conveying a truth. You're conveying a truth,
the condition is impossible.
But it's not the reality of the situation, right?
Yeah, no, it's the condition itself is impossible.
No, it's not. God can give you wings, couldn't He?
Yeah, but obviously.
Okay, so it's not impossible.
From a naturalistic point of view, I'm speaking.
Okay, but it's not.
Is Muhammad being that possible?
It's possible, of course.
No.
Okay, you can say that.
If you're doing internal critique,
let me give you that it's not possible that Muhammad actually doubted.
Okay.
What does Allah tell him to do if he did?
Go to Abdullah bin Salam.
No, it doesn't. It does. Can you read? Can you read the verses? Tell me where it says go to Abdullah ibn Salam.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a very simple argument. Logic is arguing that those who read the scriptures.
I do with the verse. Read the verse. Read the verse.
Those who read the scriptures.
Okay. So just to be simple, and let's be honest with it. Does the verse say, if you're in doubt, go to Abdullah ibn Salam?
We're not Quranists.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that though.
So because our earliest exegetical work clarifies what is meant in that verse.
Do you love the Quran?
Not just the Quran. I love the Quran and the Sunnah and the statements of the Salaf.
Do you cherish it?
Now, logic, because...
No, seriously, do you cherish the Quran? Do you revere it?
Of course, but
So you
let me land my point?
just one second, because I'm on my point. You would never add. You love the Quran, you cherish it, you revere it. So you would never add to it, right?
But we're not Quranists.
Would you add to the Quran?
What do you mean by that? Clarify what
Would
you
you
mean by
ever say something that the Quran doesn't say?
that. Yes, we
He said
derive.
yes.
Yo, can you let me land my point? We derive jurisprudence matters from outside the Quran as well as the Quran. The Quran is not the only thing that's authoritative upon us. We're not Quranists, which means that when we have the Quran and the Sunnah and the statements of the Salaf, all three are going to be binding upon us. No, just one second, logic. And because logic is doing an internal critique, unfortunately, he's going to have to go out with my paradigm, which includes our earliest exegetical work, which includes our narration. So now logic, because our earliest exegetical work includes these people as those who read the scriptures, because you're doing an internal critique, you have to grant it to me, unless you don't want to grant it.
Well, no, I don't have to grant you your position because your
It's an
conclusion is
internal
wrong.
critique, you have to.
Well, I'm giving you the Quran, but you don't like the Quran.
No, but you give me just the Quran.
Let me finish, please.
Okay.
Okay. So you're saying that according to the interpretation of the verse, that it mentions a narration where Muhammad goes to a former Jew and asks, "Am I in your scriptures?" Or a former Christian, "Am I in your scriptures?" Right? No. Oh, so does Ibn Kathir say, "Oh, really? Those who are reading the scripture before him are specifically Abdullah Salam"? Does he say that?
Yes.
Oh, can you show me that?
Yeah, of course.
He's talking about the Jew because they have the sign. They have the sign in the book.
Let him do it.
Like at Deuteronomy 18:18, when God talked to Moses and he told him of the prophecy of prophet, he will send a prophet like you from among their brethren.
So guys, pay attention to the point. No,
This
pay
is the
attention to the point. The point is that he's saying that according to the verse, those who've been reading the scripture before you, it's not talking about in general the people of the book as a whole. It's specifically talking about Abdullah Salam.
No, it's impossible.
That's what he's saying.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. So he's wrong?
I'm not saying he's wrong. That's his opinion. He's entitled to.
Is his
but what
opinion
I'm
correct?
saying is,
Is his opinion
do you
correct?
want to? Why you? It's like yes or no.
'Cause it
Why?
is.
No, it's not. It's not. God talking to everybody because
Yes.
the law of Moses.
I agree.
The law of Moses.
We
The law of
agree.
Moses is specific for the Jew. Why the Quran?
We agree.
Confirm it and suppress the Bible with a law to legislation.
We agree.
for all
Yeah,
mankind.
we agree.
Yeah,
But so you're on my side. We're against him.
I don't know why he's specific only for.
I don't know either. I don't know either.
And this, you are right.
Thank you so much.
Because the Jew at the time of the prophet, they were in Medina waiting for the coming of the new prophet.
That's the view.
And this is what it is.
Yeah.
As the prophet, when he come, the Jew, they were the first one who turned against him. This is why he expels them after they tried to assassinate him.
Y'all here cooking, man.
I
can pull it up too, but I'll have the abridged version though.
Yeah, sure. I have an Arabic. Do you mind if I just read in Arabic quickly? قال أبو جعفر يقول تعالى ذكرون النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم كنت يا محمد في شك من حقيقة.
You gotta translate.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. No.
1094.
Yeah, so فاسأل الذين يقرؤون الكتاب من قبلك, ask those who read the scriptures before you, من أهل التوراة والإنجيل كعبدالله بن سلام, from the people of the Torah and the Injil, like Abdullah bin Salam.
Wait, pause there.
Yeah. Right.
So like Abdullah, what's his name?
Abdullah bin Salam.
Can I just call him
Abdullah bin Salam?
Abdullah bin Salam. Thank you guys. So like Abdullah bin Salam.
Correct.
So he's just an example of what this looks like.
Right.
So he's talking in general. Ask those who've been reading the scripture before you, and like he did with Abdullah ibn Salam.
Yeah, because he recognized the Prophet of Muhammad.
I got you. So he's an example of this coming into fruition.
Yeah, because he fits that criteria.
I get you, but the point is that the verse is referring to the people of the book in general, Abdullah bin Salam is an example of this happening.
Why is he an example, Logic?
Because it happened in real time.
No, he's an example because he matches the criteria of those that can be referred to find the Prophet
Because
Muhammad
he
in the
was
scriptures.
why? Because he was the people of the book.
No.
Yes.
Because, Logic. Not every person of the people of the book will recognize Muhammad in the scriptures.
Hold on.
However,
I
only
know.
those who reverted will recognize Muhammad in the
I
scriptures.
got you, but you're missing my point. My point is that the reason why Abdullah bin Salam matches the criteria of someone he can go ask is because he's of the people of the book.
I'm not granting that as the only criteria. I'm saying there's another qualifier on top.
Okay.
The other qualifier
Brother.
is that they have to recognize Muhammad in the scriptures.
Okay, where do you get that? Okay, hold on.
Can I explain him? Can I explain him?
No.
What he's saying. What he's saying.
I know
what he's saying.
I know what he's saying.
What he's saying. Shut up! What he's saying.
I know what he's saying.
Muhammad salam, he applies the criteria and accepts it.
I know.
So it's like
I know.
the Jew who apply and accept
Yes.
that the prophet criteria.
Yes.
He is the prophet of God.
I got you.
Okay.
So can you say it's reasonable that it's referring to the people of the book in general, and the people who took this seriously, they would end up believing Muhammad's a prophet, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
sure.
so it's referring to the people of the book in general. And when the people of the book in general check their scriptures affirm and verify Muhammad's a prophet.
Correct.
Okay, if the scriptures doesn't affirm that Muhammad's a prophet, they can judge that Muhammad's a false prophet, right?
Sure.
So what's the judge of Muhammad's prophethood? Is it the Quran or the previous scriptures?
It depends on who you're speaking to.
No.
Okay, give me a second, please.